20 bands like yo. She be geeking on me on the low, baby. If you wanna fuck, I send a Uber to your home, baby. I got what you want, I got what you need. She my little baby and she told me yes indeed. She asked me what I'm wearing, smell like expensive, no it's Creed. She say nigga you a tease, told her get down on her knees and fuck it up sis. Suck it up sis. If she don't do that shit right, she on my.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Tommy and I'm back to you with another video. And today's video is gonna be a story time about the time I was almost like snatched up. Like when I got snatched up, I'm not going to be extra and say like kidnapped, but it was just a time in college. I just remember the story time today, and it was like a moment where I could have been snatched up, taken. But yeah, without further ado, let me go ahead and hop into this story for y'all. Y'all probably like looking like, girl, why you in the car? I'm in the car because, my nephew, he's asleep in the house, and like that the walls are kind of thin in the house, so I didn't want to wake him up. So that's why I'm in the car. Plus, why not change up the scenery? Like, why not trap it out the car? But anyway, let me get into the story. So this story time takes place during like my senior year of college, and this was during the spring semester. And this was on like, I want to say this was on like a Saturday night, I believe. And it was me and my homegirl. We had went to a party or whatever. So, party was lit, da-da-da-da. So then we coming back from the party. And around this time, it was like, I want to say 1 or 2 in the morning. Because, when parties be ending and stuff. So, I dropped her off at her dorm because her dorm was around the corner from mine. So my dorm, like, for anybody who goes to Benedict, where like Haskell is. So Haskell is the name of the dorm at the college I went to. So it's like my dorm was kind of like on a side street. So it's like it was on a side street, and then it was like a little street, and then the parking lot into the dorm. So we had, the police station right there, and then the dorm was like boom right behind it or beside it. So me, like, I'm pulling back. I didn't exactly go back to my dorm. I went and parked like across from my dorm. So it's like my dorm was right here, and I was just like across the street from my dorm, like parked. So one of my other friends, she had called me, so I had parked the car. My car was still on, but I had turned my lights and stuff off, and I was on the phone with her. Like, she was telling me about her night, and I was telling her about mine. Like, we were just chopping it up for a little while. So, of course, my car door is locked, and of course, my mama taught me right. So I had like a pocket knife on the side of my door. It was like a thick pocket knife. So that was on the side of my door. So I wasn't really worried because, I was across from my dorm and my car was still on. So I was just chilling. And I was just, again, chopping it up on the phone because I wasn't really ready to go in my room yet and stuff and all that other stuff. So this dude, he was like in his, I want to say he was in his like mid 40s. So he pulls up beside me in a white Lexus, and he just looking at me. He rolls down the window, and I'm looking at him like he's stupid, like what? Like, why are you beside me? So like I said, my car was still on, so I rolled down the window, right? And he hollering at me. He trying to holler at me, hey, yo, what's your name is? Can I get your number? Just, a lot of coon stuff. Like, just the typical coonery. So, he was trying to holler at me, and I was on the phone with my best friend, and I was like, oh, I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. Sorry, not interested. And then he was like, oh, all right. And then, like, rolled up the window. So me being like smart, like my brother always like instilled in me, check your surroundings, just be careful where you at, even when you in your car, because you think you're safe in your car and then anything can happen. So me being me, I'm like, all right, hold up. So I was still on the phone with my best friend, right? And so I looked out my my mirror. The mirror in the car. I don't know the proper terminology for that mirror in the car right there. But yeah. So I just looked in the mirror in my car, and I had seen him like, driving. I'm thinking, because again, I don't trust nothing, because my school was in the hood, so I always had my guard up just because, it was a lot of stuff going on around my school and all that. And then, I was like, I ain't trying to get snatched up by nobody. So what happened was he had drove past my car, but then there were like 3 other cars behind me. So what he does is like he pops a Yui and parks behind the last car that's parked behind me, because I was parked at a stop sign. So basically I was parked like this, and then there was like 3 cars behind me, because my dorm was in a neighborhood where people lived at and stuff. So yeah. So of course, like I said, I'm still looking out the mirror, like, real suspect. I look from the top mirror, I look into my rear view mirror, and I had seen. So after I had stopped looking in that mirror and I looked into my driver's side mirror, I noticed that he was like he popped you, and like I said, he parked behind the last car that was behind me in the row. And I see him, basically, I see him get out the car. So, me being me, I was like, I had told basically at this point, I had already, completely hung up off the phone with my best friend. I told her, hey, girl, I'll call you back. And she was worried, because she was like, wait, best friend, what's going on? And I'm like, girl, it's all good. I'll call you, back when I get in my room. So, I had noticed him, and I was waiting. See, I was thinking strategically. So, like I said, I had already seen him fake like he was about to drive off, like he was about to go about his business, which he wasn't. Like I said, I was watching him the whole time out my mirror, and I had seen him basically park behind the last car that was in the row behind me. So, like I said, as soon as I seen him basically park his car, and as soon as I seen him, basically turn his car off and get out the car, that's when I noticed. Like I said, I waited for him to close his door, and then that's basically, and he started to walk away from his car. As soon as I seen that, skirt, I put that car in drive, and I went skirt in my dorm so fast, y'all. When I tell you, it was like a Fast and Furious moment, like a Tokyo Drift kind of. I was a skirt, in my dorm. So, because I ain't even think twice. I ain't wait around to see what was finna happen. None of that. So, the moment I went skirt and hit that gas, and I went in my dorm, I had got out my car so fast, I grabbed my stuff, locked the door. I went in my dorm, and when I went in the dorm, the night person who was sitting at the front desk, it was a night person, and it was my dorm director. And so I had walked in, and she was like, what's wrong? And I had told her that it was this man in this white Lexus, basically, who was trying to come up on me, trying to follow me into the dorm. Because by the time I got into the dorm, I had seen this man really hopped in his truck, and he drove. He really followed me into the parking lot of my dorm, y'all. I was like, but I was already inside by this time, so I was cool. But I was like, this man really followed me. What in the world? So then I had told my dorm director, and I basically showed her his truck and stuff, and I was standing on the inside, and she's like, are you okay? And I said, I'm good. I said, I'm just no, there's a creepy dude out there. And she's like, you want me to go chase him off for you? I said, I'm cool, because I'm inside, I'm unbothered, don't matter to me now. But yeah. And I went back into my room, and I was just like, dang, bruh, that was a close call right there. If I hadn't been as smart and as aware of my surroundings, or just in general, I don't know what could have happened. That man probably could have snatched me up, y'all. But this is just a caution, just for any college students in general. Just be careful of where you're at certain hours of the night, whether it's 1, 2 in the morning. Just know your surroundings, and always make sure you have for females, make sure you have pepper spray and stuff on you in your car. Be like me and have a pocket knife just in case, because you never know. Anything can really happen, y'all. It's a whole lot of crazy stuff going on out here. And it's like I said, I'm grateful and blessed that nothing did happen to me, but it could have happened. And basically, that's just the moral of this story. Just, be aware of your surroundings. And like I said, something could have happened to me. That's why I say a time where I almost was snatched up. I really could have been snatched up if I wasn't as aware and as alert as my mother and my brother told me to be. But y'all, that's it for this story time. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm on the road to 100 subs, so remember to help your girl get there. All right, y'all, be easy.
The most powerful and feared man in the music business.